thoughtful personal brand is. Now, why do you need to think about personal brand? Well, if you're in a situation where perhaps you want a new job, you want to attract investors to your startup or donors to your nonprofit. Maybe you want a promotion. You want more opportunities at work. You want more customers or more clients. If you're a business owner, maybe you want a raise, or maybe you want to increase your rates. Or perhaps you want to be tapped for industry recognitions, panels, speaking opportunities, interviews. In order to get there, you need to do more than just do good work and hope someone notices. I think about how, growing up in school and academia, it's all about study hard, work hard, get the right answers, and turn that paper in, and then you make an A. But unfortunately, or fortunately for some of us, that is not how the real world works. You have to raise your hand for opportunities or choose yourself. For better or worse, in the world beyond academics, rewards don't come to those with the highest grade on the test. Competence is critical, but you need more than that. So you need to make sure the right people know about what you have done and what you can do. I have conversations all the time with competent professionals who know they need to show their work in public for people to know what they can do, but they're just not sure where to start. It can feel daunting. I get it. So today I want to unpack just 5 ways to approach building a personal brand strategy that will open doors for you to get the opportunities that you want. This is how to sell yourself without selling your soul. Tip number 1, determine your why. Why do you need to have a personal brand? Get clear on what you aim to accomplish. You will definitely lose steam if you don't feel motivated by a clear goal. So figure out what is really your heartbeat. Write it down, put it on a 3x5 card on your desk. What is that ultimate goal that you have? What is driving you? What is your purpose? Tape it to your mirror. Whatever you need to do to keep it in front of you. Selling yourself without selling your soul has to be tied back to a clear vision for a better future. So, what is that vision for you? Tip number 2, determine what it is that you want to be known for. There are 3 questions you need to answer. What do I do? Who do I serve? And what do I want people to think of when they think of me? So perhaps you are a graphic designer and you do good work. But if you don't share that work with others, then when someone is looking for a graphic designer, they may not remember to think of you. They might think of someone else who has been posting on LinkedIn or posting on Instagram or sending an email out to their email list. You need to kind of think about keeping your work in front of other people, if even on a light but steady drumbeat. So when someone asks them, I need a graphic designer, do you know anyone? You're the first person that they think of. Next tip, provide value to your audience. My mantra for a long time for online content has been to keep it poofy. Pufi, pleasant, useful, fun, or interesting. Anything of value online fits into one of those categories. And the best content creators really strive for a balance of all 4 of these. So, how are you serving your audience? How are you educating your audience? You really want to provide value, whether it is teaching them a concept or providing encouragement or just celebrating other people's accomplishments. But you want to provide value to your audience anytime you show up online. Next tip, remember that your audience has main character energy. They are the hero. So if you're writing to your audience or you're creating content for your audience, remember that this is made up of a bunch of individuals who have their own lives, their own priorities, their own worries, their own concerns. In their life, they are the main character. And so if you come in and you have something helpful to do or something thoughtful to say, then you get the opportunity to be a guide in their life. Think Yoda, fairy godmother, Jiminy Cricket. And if this concept is resonating with you, I really want to encourage you to go out and read the book by Donald Miller, Story Brand. It is all about this concept. But what you want to do is steer clear of communication that assumes that your potential client or your audience or your online community is just a planet orbiting around your sun. And I have to say, I have to call out T Swift on this because she does this so well. So a few months ago, when the Ticketmaster snafu occurred, they butchered her tour ticket purchasing process. She made an official statement, and this is what she said. To those who didn't get tickets, all I can say is that my hope is to provide more opportunities for us to all get together and sing these songs. For us to all get together and sing these songs. She didn't say for you to come out and watch me perform. It's subtle, but it is oh so different. Taylor is an expert at making her fans feel like they are a part of her inner circle, albeit a giant inner circle, but an inner circle nonetheless. It is so inclusive. In this case, she focused on the experience of her fans and how much they all valued, including her, the opportunity to gather together in person to experience the music that they all loved. But she made it clear that they were not just going to be an audience, they were going to be participants. People have their own problems, insecurities, and concerns, and you can show your work, build your brand, and position yourself as a thought leader without the ickiness if you keep others in mind. Think about their experience. Think about how you can help solve their problems. So, sharing your experience in a way that honors the other person as the main character that they are has the potential to make a huge difference for your business and for your career trajectory. Next tip, don't be afraid to celebrate. Don't assume the people that you're connected with online don't want to hear about the good work you've initiated or been a part of accomplishing. I mean, imagine how much more interesting your social feeds would be if people were sharing things worth celebrating regularly. I mean, a couple of weeks ago, we had Easter, and my feed was filled with families celebrating Easter and wearing their pretty, Easter outfits. And it was such an interesting day to be online. Whereas other days, they're just not that much. So be a part of something interesting happening online. Most of the people connected with you online did so because they know and like you. So don't be afraid to share accomplishments, share the exciting moves your company is making, share the headlines of your life and career. You're probably doing work that lights you up, if not as your main thing, as your side hustle. And you can share that online, share that stuff that you really believe in, because that kind of passion is palpable and contagious. So go ahead, make the internet a happier place. Share some good news, okay? Just two more tips here. Second to last, remember you are or you have the solution to someone's problem. For me, this is really what personal brand is all about. Sharing about what you do and who you serve is the only way people will know that you can help them. Yes, at some point, there will be referrals and you will get business because someone referred you from someone else. Someone had a good experience working with you. But if you are just getting off the ground, or if you want to grow your business or have new opportunities, you have to let people know how you can help them. For me, I love helping leaders communicate their values, vision, and knowledge through strategy, content, and communication. I get a thrill in helping people show their work so they can grow their businesses, get access to bigger stages, strategically position themselves for the next opportunity. And so I do feel like it is an honorable thing to share that passion, to share that skill set, and to share that offering with you even right now, because maybe it is a solution to your problem. So it's the same thing for you, whatever it is that is your expertise, whether you are a service provider or whether you provide content that people really need that will really help them. So remember, personal branding is not just self-serving. It is not something that is just, icky self-promotion. It's not skeezy. There is a way to do it where you're not selling your soul, where you're not just making the world all about you. It is you communicating that you have or you are a solution to someone else's problem. What an honor to do that. And what an honor to be that for someone else. So don't be afraid to share what you do and what you can do for people because you are a huge help. Okay. Last tip, don't overthink it. Social media is temporal. Today, we often fall victim to perfectionism paralysis, and we can avoid sharing anything online. I feel like it's almost like a pendulum swing from when we overshared online a few years ago. And now some of us feel like, well, if it is not perfectly put together, completely positioned perfectly, then we don't want to share at all. Often we're afraid our words might be taken the wrong way or we're criticized for whatever reason. It just isn't right. So I want to encourage you, be brave enough to put yourself out there. If you do it authentically and with good intentions, you really can connect with others and encourage them. With the advent of the internet and online communities, you have an unprecedented, incredible opportunity to reach like minded people, grow a loyal tribe, and really help others in a way that people in past generations could have never even dreamed of. So remember, the online space is a good servant, but a terrible master. Keep it in check, use it for good, and take breaks from it when you know that you need to. I am a huge proponent for social media sabbaticals. You can actually find another episode, I'll link it up in the show notes, where I talk about how to take a social media sabbatical. But we can't overthink it and just not create content at all, because the truth is, you are a help to someone. You have something other people need. Here's the bottom line: thoughtfully building a personal brand, gaining visibility, and sharing your work in public are some things that you can actually do strategically to grow your career, live in your purpose, and help others. Your story is begging to be told. So I want to encourage you, get out there and share it.